Hi, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about something that was brought up within the community, and that was not being able to trade amongst players. It's been talked about in the past, and some devs would wish that trading didn't even exist in Wizard101. And in reality, it got me thinking, how would this game really work if trading wasn't a thing, and how the entire game would just function as a whole? Because if you think about it, trading is used in a lot of ways. When it comes to treasure cards, people use it for either the whole empower system, the whole black market type thing. People use it for Azoth. How would you even be able to donate to your guild, of course? And of course for PvP, people always ask other players or get off TCs from other players to be able to PvP. Now, if trading didn't exist, the game would be completely different. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that and my response to all this, because definitely trading has to stay in Wizard101. I don't think they'll ever take it away, but they sometimes do think that they wish trading didn't exist in Wizard101. So we'll talk about all that type of stuff. But if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And let's actually get into today's content. So this all stemmed from a topic that was brought up in Rapbeard's chat, when essentially a player asked, hey, do you guys have any concerns regarding the empower trading system, right? And how players always trade empowers amongst players. Now, for some new players, let me explain a little bit more, because you guys might not know what the whole empower trading system is. Essentially, there is a spell for death called Empower, and there's a treasure card version of it, right? It costs a lot, and I wouldn't say it costs a lot, but the sell value of it is pretty high in the bazaar. You can get like 2k per sold treasure card up to it, of course. Like sometimes if there's already 100 empowers in the bazaar, you're only gonna get like 600, I believe, or maybe like a little bit more gold for it. But this is a currency people use to either store up a lot of their gold and either trade empowers for other things, whether it be membership elixirs from people, whether it be specific treasure cards that they need, maybe even like trying to get a pet off somebody, they charge empowers essentially. So it all stems from that system, and that's why that player asked it in Rapper's chat, right? There was some ongoing things regarding it, like they do kind of hate it, of course, but there was a comment regarding how it shouldn't even be in the game. Trading should not be in Wizard101. And it got me thinking, right? And it got a lot of players thinking in the community, how would this game function, right? Because with the whole guild system, you need Azoth, of course, right? And Azoth is required to craft the key and everything like that. They probably could have took a whole different approach on the whole guild system. For example, there probably could have been a guild bank where you can store up all the Azoth amongst officers and stuff like that, and the owner can be able to take it out and contribute it towards whatever they need, right? Maybe that was a function that they probably had planned, right? I wouldn't know that, but I feel like that's something that they could have gone into if trading didn't exist. Now, when it came to PvP players and just the economy as a whole, when it came to treasure cards, it would basically, I don't know, it would basically be crazy, because the fact that you would not be able to have a bazaar system in this game. Bazaar trading would just not be a thing. And it got me thinking, like, would that just be treasure cards, or would that just be everything as a whole? Like, would the bazaar even exist, right? Of course, I think it would. In reality, I think that just the treasure card actually would not work, right? But maybe people could have probably switched to something else, right? Let's say treasure cards didn't exist in the bazaar. The next best thing I feel like people would go for is either reagents or gear, right? And even then, you can't really trade those to players, but it would be a good way of storing gold. If you ever need gold, just sell some more reagents, like on your account, of course. But giving a player gold, it would just be like almost impossible, other than gifting gold in the crown shop. So that would be one separate thing. But when it comes to the actual treasure cards, like wanting to do PvP or using treasure cards in like specific setups for like either raids and stuff like that, there'll probably be like dedicated vendors. You know, I could see that happening, right? If they didn't have trading, maybe they just would have had dedicated vendors for everything, just like kind of how like they already did with like the library and the arcanum having separate spells, you know. And then of course we have the bazaar, but if the bazaar didn't exist, they would have just had different librarians having different treasure cards, which in reality they basically did do that. So I know it got a lot of people concerned and stuff like that, but in reality, if they really did something like that in the past, I don't think it would have been detrimental. I think it would have, you know, broke the whole black market system and, you know, trading people for empowers and stuff like that, because trading just wouldn't have existed as a whole. You could still get your treasure cards. You'd probably have to farm up the treasure cards that you want for example, PvP or like raids, but like the basic ones like elemental blade, elemental trap, like traps in general, blades in general, you probably would have been able to buy those from vendors, of course, which you can in reality. But like the AoEs, of course you can still buy those, but like the unique ones, for example, like dual school blades, stuff like that, you would just either have to do PvP, or down the line, if they ever implement a system where you can actually get dual school blades from the PvP crafter, that would be nice, right? When it comes to Azod, of course, for guilds, like I said, I think the only function that they could have gone to was just genuinely making a system where you just store up Azod in your guild and distribute it to whatever things you guys want to accomplish. That would just fix that. But I could see some people abusing that and putting other treasure cards in there, but I'm pretty sure they would limit it so it's only Azod at the same time, right? You would only be able to donate Azod, nothing else. At the same time, you never know. There's always bugs and glitches in the game. Some people can abuse certain things, just like how people did in the past, so anything's possible, right? Obviously, I don't think they're gonna remove trading in Wizard101, right? I think it's like a system that they wish that they could look back on, like if they can go back in the day and just like change some things, but I don't think anytime soon, or even at all, they can just completely block off trading, right? Because I would change so many functions in this game at the moment, and it's kind of too late to do that. But it just got me thinking hypothetically what would have happened, right, if Wiz just didn't have trading at all. So I wanted to bring up that topic to you guys, and you guys let me know what you guys think would have happened in Wiz if essentially trading didn't exist. If it did exist, I'm gonna be honest, it's not that big a deal, right? I feel like they would have done it a proper justice, and honestly no one would have noticed it. But that's just all up to interpretation, all right? Anything is possible. But that is it for today's video, guys. Kind of a small video. Be on the lookout for, I guess, longer videos soon. I do have some videos planned upcoming, but I do need some time to edit those, so that's why I haven't been able to upload the content that I kind of desire at the moment. Overall, hope you guys been enjoying the videos that I've been putting out. Appreciate all the people that have been joining the Discord or even stopping by the Twitch channel, and overall I appreciate all you guys, man. So that is it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.